что преданные своей стране солдаты и офицеры вооруженных сил России профессионально и мужественно исполнят свой долг.
If President Putin decides to do so, the Russian military has the capability to really put a stranglehold on the key civilian areas and cities in Ukraine. So one way this is going to end is a large portion of Ukrainian cities are going to be destroyed. Secondly, so we're going to see a lot of displaced people, probably well over 10 million refugees. It is crystal clear that they have been galvanized. The country has been galvanized. The Ukrainian people are fighting for their country and for their way of life. What will that look like on day 60, day 120? That is difficult to predict. Secondly, are we all capable of making the sacrifices necessary to support Ukraine? And if we are, if the international community is prepared to support Ukraine and Ukrainian people have the will, I think they could hold on forever. We're going to see impacts across many industries that are now required to divest of their businesses that they had with Russia. And they're going to have to find alternative markets and alternative supply chains. But I think it's worth noting, countries that have long either been neutral or have been supportive are even against them now. And we're going to see a shift in the general world order in terms of relationships. And it'll be an impact that's not going to go away anytime soon. We're going to be living with the impacts, especially in the economic field, I think for several years.
Good morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I have no idea why these two are way up here. The rest of my board looks fine, but Quant and Shiba, apparently after it updated, decided they were going to go to the top of the list, even though they don't belong there. So we're going to put Quant back where it belongs. Quant. Quant goes above Stratus, and then we've got Shiba. Oops. Shiba. So it's 9:15 a.m. As I said, I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you guys got those unbelievably important updates last night. I put out 3 after midnight. One of them was on the ISO, and then there was one on H-bar, and let's see, I believe we had H-bar, and we had XDC, and then I covered gold, silver, crude oil, let you guys know what was going on last night because it was flying. So let's take a look real quick. So the Dow Jones 30, the futures, it pretty much showed what was going to happen yesterday. The Dow Jones is down 179 points, down 0.53%. I'm going to take this off for now. We got US dollar currency index at 98.76. We broke 99 spot yesterday for a little bit. Crude oil, I came on last night. You guys know exactly what's going on here. We came up. We are retracing now, and we're on the 100-day. So as long as we can hold this, or the 200 at worst, like I made the little thing down there, we should be able to bounce higher. I don't think this is done. It made a really big bull flag here. And right now it looks pretty good. The fake out dump. So I could see crude oil heading towards that 130 here in the relatively short term. Got some things in pre-market. Gold's only up $1.75. It's pulled back a little bit. Same with silver. So we're going to see how this plays out this morning. So we've got, let's get into Bitcoin. We got total crypto market cap up 3.3 billion. A little bit of a move up since the start of the morning. It happens on Monday mornings. Right now we're up at the 20 though in the 4 hours. So that is huge. If you get rejected here, let me put this right here. 1724. That's a very bearish signal if we get rejected there. And right now you can see we're coming up to the top of the cup in the 30-minute. So this is a critical move here. If we don't push this and we fall back down, look for this right here, the total crypto market. You got the hooking bottom. So could that mean we're starting little bullish divergences here and we're going to retest? It's possible. We talked about this yesterday about how we're at these sneaky double bottoms, like on the total crypto market cap at 1652. We've got Bitcoin at 39,081. And again, we talked about this yesterday. If we could hold somehow this bottom, we could come back up. And that's why I made that little area right there. It would come up to 39,393 approximately. And then if we break down, we could go down to 37,012 approximately. That's a double bottom. So based on the volume we're getting, it won't be sustainable, but it was okay to get us up to this level. So I would expect this to roll over if you don't see big volume spikes here. I mean big. It's got to outdo this area. These volume spikes are not outdoing this area. And then XRP, and then I'm going to show you one thing with the ISO, and then I'm going to let you guys go because you need to see this information before it gets away from you this morning. XRP's up 3.18% to 74.7. I mean, it's not any surprise here what happened. XRP, again, it came up and retested this resistance now at 75.269. We talked about that 77 cents if it wants to get a little bit frisky here. And then if it wants to break up to 804. We did start a bullish divergence here in the 30-minute. And it's almost complete now. It's just real tight. These are real tight ones. These are ones that are generally traps. So we're going to see what happens. But like I said, 75.2. If we can break over that, got the little drawing up to 77.469. If we can break that, we have 804. If we go south, we've got 72.2 below, which I don't really think is much of an area, but it is trying to use it as a support area. And then we got 69.537, followed by 66.9, which probably wouldn't hold, and down to 62.2. These are the immediate areas. Make sure you write these down. Make sure to hit that like button, turn that bell notification on, and subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning. Join the other 264 members in Tom's Army, and I'll go over it later what you get, but all you need to know is you get the exclusive Telegram, and there's 3 classes a week that are free. Stay blessed, everybody.
Payments are entering a new era with ISO 20022, the new language for domestic payments and correspondent banking. And corporate customers are set to benefit thanks to the advanced reconciliation and treasury opportunities the new standard makes possible. Let's take an example. Coffee Co. is a boutique importer, roaster, and distributor of coffee beans based in London.
And you guys have seen this, and I'm going to continue to play this every couple weeks so you guys can understand exactly what's going on with the ISO and SWIFT. So pay attention. These are very important little diagrams and little animations.
Coffee Co.'s supplier in Indonesia has asked to be paid in US dollars to its local account. Coffee Co. is happy to do this, and to make life easier, has agreed with its supplier to aggregate multiple invoices into a single payment. The batch of invoices to be paid includes one invoice that is not correct and needs adjustment, and a credit note from a previous transaction that needs to be reconciled. Coffee Co. would like to present all this information in a single instruction, with a single payment setting the entire net amount outstanding. Using today's MT standard, they would not be able to do that. There's not enough room in the remittance field to describe all that is needed in a structured way that can be automatically processed. With an ISO 20022 based instruction, though Coffee Co. can pay all outstanding invoices, apply a credit note and contest a line item on an invoice. A single payment can describe multiple rich and structured elements, including dedicated fields, to differentiate between commercial invoices, credit notes, and invoices that need adjustment. Declare local purpose codes required to report to the Indonesian regulator. Uniquely identify invoices in the buyer's ERP for easier reconciliation, and, in cases of dispute, the amount to be adjusted and reason for adjustment. All parties in the payment chain know exactly what is being paid and settled, and there is no need for a single phone call or email. All this information can be reconciled and immediately posted to Coffee Co. and its supplier's ERP system, significantly driving supply chain and working capital efficiency. Corporates are ready, and with the adoption of ISO 20022 in correspondent banking and all major reserve currencies, end-to-end payments will be rich and structured, enabling the next generation of treasury services and a new era for corporate payments. ISO 20022. Quality data means quality payment.